Hi, my name is Deana Yuksel and I'm one of the nurses at the district. There are a few things that we can do to protect ourselves and others from disease and viruses. Among those are a combination of proper hand washing, wearing a face covering, and keeping a distance of at least 6 feet away from members outside our household. Today, I'd like to demonstrate how to put on and take off a face covering. So the first thing that we'd like to do is to perform hand hygiene. After getting our hands wet and applying some soap, we're going to rub back and forth for at least 20 seconds. We want to make sure that we get our fingertips in between our fingers, our thumbs, and the backs of our hands, and also our wrists. It's the constant rubbing back and forth, the friction, that lifts the microbes and the viruses away from our hands and into the soap suds. So after rubbing back and forth for at least 20 seconds, we now can rinse our hands. Under running water, we continue to rub back and forth until the soap suds are free from our hands. Then we take a clean paper towel to dry our hands thoroughly. And with that paper towel, we can turn off the faucet and dispose of your paper towel. My hands are now clean and I can touch my face mask. Ideally, you want to store your face mask in a clean storage container with your name on it so that it is clean and separate from your family members. You also want it to be open so that your mask can ventilate. And when I reach in to touch my mask, I want to make sure that I only handle it from the ear straps. I don't want to touch the outside of my mask and I don't want to touch the inside of my mask. And when I put on my face mask, I want to make sure that it's secured around my nose, around my chin, and against my cheeks. I don't want my face covering to be hanging from my chin or hanging from my ear. The reason why is that I may have some microbes or contamination on my chin or my neck, therefore contaminating the inside of my mask where I put my nose and my mouth. If it's hanging from my ear, contamination can enter the inside of my mask and again, contaminating where I put my nose and my mouth. So holding from the ear straps, I carefully put on my face covering. Securely over my nose, over my chin, and against my cheeks. When we want to take off our face covering, we need to perform hand hygiene again. So if we don't have access to running water and soap, we can always use a 60% or more alcohol-based hand sanitizer. And so what we do is we're just going to drop a couple drops of hand sanitizer into the palm of our hands and rub back and forth. We will use the same technique that we did with soap and water, making sure that we get our fingertips inside of our fingers, our thumbs, the backs of our hands, and our wrist. We want to keep rubbing back and forth until the hand sanitizer is dry and no longer sticky. It takes about 20 seconds. So after it's dry, my hands are clean and I can touch my face covering. Again, only holding from the ear straps, I carefully remove my face covering, folding it in half to protect the inside. So if I am not done for the day and I want to go out again, I'm going to store my face covering into my storage container. But if I am done for the day, I want to wash my face covering in warm soapy water and let it hang to dry so that it's ready for the next day. And that's how you wear a face covering.